I'm faded in the car, it's like a round one.
Yo, where you at?
I'm pulling up, just make sure that you roll some.
Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube community, 'tis I, Mr. H, M-I-S-T-A space, capital H. Glad to be amongst the living once again today. I am on I-70, eastbound, headed towards Kansas City. When I get there, I gotta turn and burn, make a 360, heading towards Colorado. Sitting in the truck stop last night. Got to talking to this fellow driver, who was explaining how he was going home. He parked the truck and is on his way home. And then he stated that he's leaving the truck there at the truck stop, and he's going to move on to another company. And then I let him know that that is a very, very, very bad idea. It's a very bad idea because now you're going to get hit with a truck abandonment. So, that's not good. And I'm going to let you know what's going to happen, or what could happen, if any of you, whether that's, you've been doing this for 6 months or 6 years, this probably what's going to end up happening. Call the company that you're with, and you're going to tell them, hey, this is where your truck is, and you come get it because I'm done. Now, this is assuming that you park this truck somewhere other than one of their terminals. Okay? So, now what's going to happen is the company's going to do one or two things. Maybe even 3. They're going to assign a company driver or someone who's employed with the company to come get that truck, or if they have a recovery team, they're going to come get it. So then they're going to take the truck from where they picked it up from, and they're going to take it to the closest terminal that's from where they picked the truck up, or they can take it to the farthest terminal from where they picked it up from. Either way, what's going to happen next is they're going to calculate how much they spent in fuel to get it from where they picked it up from to get it to the terminal that it ended up. Now, some companies do this, and I've heard horror stories of this happening. Once they calculate all the money that it took for them to get it to that terminal, they're going to send that bill to you, the person who abandoned the truck. Now, I don't know if every company does this, but I do know that some of them do. And then, you can decide whether or not you're going to pay it or not. Or you can be like, guilty says, come get it in blood. However you want to do it, that's up to you. Then what's going to happen is now they're going to put truck abandonment on your DAC report. And for those who's watching this, who's thinking about coming into trucking, if you don't know what a DAC report is, that is basically like a trucking resume of all the companies that you work for. It lists all your accidents. It lists who asked for your driving record. It'll list all the stuff that's on your driving record. So whoever you decide to go with next is going to pull up your DAC report. Guarantee it's going to happen. They're going to pull it up, and if they see a truck abandonment on there, 9 times out of 10, you probably won't get hired. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible for someone to take another shot at employing you as a driver, but chances is usually kind of slim. That's just the way it goes, because truck abandonment is like a cardinal sin almost. It's frowned upon in a major way. If you are in a situation to where you're not happy where you're at, for whatever reason that is, whether you feel like they messing over your money, you ain't getting enough miles, you don't like the driver manager you're assigned to, there are other ways to handle the situation instead of just abandoning the truck, you know what I'm saying, 3 miles away from your house or whatever. If you ain't happy, then you need to open your mouth and say, hey, you know, talk to your driver manager, talk to the dispatchers, terminal manager, whoever it is that you need to talk to. You need to be in that person's ear, like, hey, I'm not getting the miles that I need to take care of my family. I need X amount of miles to make X amount of money to take care of the home front. If you don't do that, nothing will change. A problem is non-existent unless it's exposed. You understand? That goes for anything in life. So if you're going to these individuals, you're going to your driver manager and you're saying, hey, you're not giving me the miles that I need. I've come to you and this is not working. Well, there's a solution to that. It's called firing them. You can fire your driver manager and be assigned to another one. Again, I don't know if all companies do this, but I know the one that I'm with, you can do that. If you're not happy with the driver manager that you are assigned, you can fire that individual and get assigned another one. And if you end up not being satisfied with that one, you can fire that person. Now, you get your other driver manager. Now you need to holler at whoever's responsible for sending you loads, whether that's a planner, whether that's a dispatch, and you need to holler at that person. Say, hey man, this is what I need. Can you help me out? You know, I'll do favors for you. You do favors for me. However it is that you do it to get what you need. Okay, do what you got to do to avoid just throwing your hands up and abandoning the truck somewhere. I'm telling you, it's a bad look for you. And in the end, only you are going to be the one looking bad and sad, disgusted, frustrated. Now you go through all of that and you've been putting your wants and wishes out there and there are no changes, then you move on to greener pastures. But still, be the responsible person, okay? Take it to the terminal that's closest to your house and turn it in there. You know what I'm saying? And please, man, please, have have some damn decency. If you're gonna turn the truck in, don't sit there and just be stealing stuff out of the truck. You know, leaving your trash just scattered all over the place. Okay, you're not happy with the company? Fine, that's cool. But have some decency. You know what I'm saying? Clean the truck out, clean out all your trash. You know what I'm saying? Don't be putting knife to the seats and to the mattress, and you know what I'm saying, leaving pee bombs in the underneath the bunk and things of that nature. Don't do that, man. Please. Really. Because if they really wanted to, they could put that word out somehow, you know, to other companies. And that can blackball you from getting hired from another place. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be that individual. Please don't be that individual that abandoned the truck. For your own good, I'm telling you, don't do it. It's not a good look. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you coming out here and you want to make money. You want to make money, but you need to understand that you ain't gonna have fat pockets in the first year. You could, depending on your situation. You know what I'm saying? If you're a family man or a family woman, and you got people back home you need to take care of, you know, you're not gonna see keeping money as much as someone who doesn't have any responsibilities. Meaning the person that has no significant others at the house. They ain't got no car note. The only thing they working with is maybe a storage fee, a cell phone, and you know what I'm saying, they just fresh out of mama's basement. You know, those are the ones that's gonna keep a little bit more of their money. But understand, you coming out here,
I'm faded in my car, it's like a round one.
Yo, where you at?
I'm pulling up, just make sure that you roll some.